Hello. I'm aware it's harder to see my face this way, but the light's important. I kind of wanted to talk about the magic and the mundane. I was so out of alignment and going into new territory, and so it's not out of alignment, but it digs up a lot. So it's not really out of alignment. And I have today to myself, I was just like, I'll go out of town. So I got in the car and incoming. Cooperation. Swarming. In the making. Alignment aligned. Fish scales. Moving the scales from your eyes. Seeking discomfort. Protruding. Source. Align. By design. Right on time. And in time. So yeah, it's about something that seems intrusive and seems to be taking from you is actually feeding something else, feeding an energy that is working for you. It's working for you. So if you've given away a lot or feel like you've come at a loss, know that energy, whether it be financial or physical objects or just pure energy, your own time and energy, know that is actually working. Really, all the butterflies have just come in. Hello. This came from nowhere. Yeah, so it's transcending, the transcendence, the liberation. It's not wasted, it's not time in vain. And if you feel the need to drop what you were doing, that's okay. You can let it drop. You've done what you needed to do. And then just ground it in. Hello, butterflies. And there's a Santa Claus seed, so wishes landing, things you've wished for coming in, grounding, sowing, the seeds being sown. You're getting messages of alignment through through crows and through shamans. The butterflies and the crows are flying together. Wow. The earth and the angelic. Yeah, it's all coming together. They're all meeting. Huh. The messages are being passed on. So back to the story. Felt awful. Thought I'd just got to try something, get in nature, go somewhere I haven't been in a while. Got in the car to do so. And I'm hearing hungry eyes when I look at you and I can't disguise. Anyway, so, but then I was like, oh, I feel like I should go here. I don't need anything from this shop, but I feel like I should go here. And then when I went to turn down there, I was like, no, go to this one instead. Like, well, I definitely can't get anything from there. There's nothing I need. But anyway, I'll go. Hello, butterfly has bumped into me. And yeah, we're getting the nudges. They're getting yeah, sorry, it's funny. Literally getting the nudges from spirit. Butterfly kisses. Do I need to tell this story? Anyway, so I went and parked at a spot I wouldn't usually park in that car park. Okay, I'll park there. And then I was like, turned to go to that shop, and the energy, because when I say they, I'm not necessarily hearing stuff. It's more an energetic pull. It's just easier to say they. I think that's important for someone to understand. I don't know why. Ryoko iana tutsuku kia ne kia tokore kia no kokoria kia suku ni ki ne kia re kia ko ne kia na kia. Pain in the heart there. So anyway, all right, fine. I will walk in that direction that I don't need to go in. Let's just go that way. And so I did. And I came out of that car park through the bushes at the same time as someone I was talking to yesterday who I'm doing a course with. I was like, okay, hi. And we were talking, and so that was a gift because I was able to say to them, like, to clarify something, because I thought one thing and then I thought later on that maybe I had said something, like misunderstood something, said something inappropriate. It's about tattooing. And they're like, no, you didn't misinterpret. So that was a huge weight lifted from my shoulders, because I just felt so embarrassed, and, you know, all the neuroatypical stuff and not fitting in and all that. And I know that's it's just triggering a heart wall. And I know they can be easily moved sometimes, but then they're put back up if we haven't healed the trauma around it, or the trust around it. So that's what that pain and that's about. And then we just happened to be going in exactly the same direction. I was going like 2 doors down from where he was going. And I told him about a tattoo I want to get, and it's to do with astrology, because we've been talking about astrology the day before. And he's like, is that tattoo to do with angels? I'm like, yeah, it's to do with my ancestry, my lineage. Actually, I said my lineage. And then he went in, I kept going, and then I was, okay, go to this place. I'm like, oh, I suppose I can get a coffee there. And then when I got almost there, I was like, no, turn down here, and then I ended up at a service station to grab some water, and they had 2 for $4 or something, and I didn't want to carry 2. Like, but why am I? So I was asking, so why don't I just buy one? It's wasteful. And I looked over at a man, a truckie, and he's kind of leaned over the table. He'd been drinking. Obviously he doesn't look after himself, and he's got Coke in front of him. And I didn't wake him up or anything. I just left the water there. And then they said to keep walking in a completely different direction than I would have chosen to go. And so I just went. And then it was like, okay, just cross the road now. I'm like, okay, I will cross the road. And the reason I had to cross the road then was so that I could see a smile. Just somebody smiling. Like, okay, thank you. And walk back down. And then the place I was originally going to go and get coffee, I went and got coffee in. And then I had to walk up a road that took me out of my way as well. And then I went and got my car, and then they're telling me to go to a shopping centre. I'm like, fine, I can use the toilet there. And there I saw some, I don't know what they're called. I can't remember what they're called, even though I did it before. They're like telemarketers, but they stand outside the supermarkets and stuff trying to engage you in buying, giving to charities and stuff like that. There's this young bloke, and they're always trying to draw you in, and it was always no. But this time I was like, this is why I'm here. So I said to him, I'm going to the toilet and I will come back. And he said, you do what you need to do and I will wait for you. And when I got back out, the other guy wasn't there. So it was just the 2 of us. And he asked, how's your week been? I said, you're pretty stressful. How about you? And then he actually opened up about his week and all that, and said, well, thank you, for letting me vent to you, and that fist bump kind of thing. And I said, well, that's why I'm here. And he looked at me and I said, my guides, I don't know what I actually said, but it was something along the lines of my guides wouldn't let me. That's why I couldn't stop all the other times before, because it had to be now. And I said, and he's like looking at me, but not like judgmentally, just like happy surprise. And I said, can I? He's like, wow, another fist bump. And I said, well, can I give you a hug from the universe? He's like, absolutely. So I gave him a hug, and I said to him, thank you for holding your ground, and thank you for spreading the love. And so I guess it's an analogy, but very literal as well, that we quite often don't know why we feel we should do something. And we have all these responsibilities, all these things we should be doing. Even for me, it's like, I should go out of town and that will help me ground and feel better. And it does, don't get me wrong, it's great advice. And I should be painting, and I probably will paint later. But if I'd tried to paint in the energy that I was in, I don't know that I would have achieved what I wanted to achieve. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to speak. Because for me, I live in a predominantly Christian town, and there's all that stuff about 444 being crazy and all that sort of thing. Because let's face it, most people aren't open, but we're finding more and more when we follow our guidance and we step into our grace. And and I just need to mention that I had to sit here in front of this. It's a leek, and it's gone to seed now. And more ants. We're just taking that final cap off so that what you've been healing, what's been making you super sensitive over the what's been making you cry over the past few weeks, has been achieved now. And so you're going to feel a little different and a little better in yourselves. And liberty, yeah, liberty. And so this girl, friend, was a leek I brought from the supermarket, and I chop them off and eat them, but the bottom bit where the roots grow, I always give them the choice if they want to grow. I put them out here and plant them and water them, and some grow and some don't. And they don't grow to a point where I could eat them again, but I'm just giving them the chance. And I guess that's all Spirit can do for us, is give us that chance. And I know it sounds like something that's just repeated, regurgitated all the time, but this is true, is that it's not judged. There will always be another chance. There will always be another opportunity. So there's a balance between complacency/fear and grabbing life by the balls and riding. So sorry, throat chakra stuff has been really big the last 3 weeks. Yeah, more rest, more play. And when you get those hits of inspiration, follow them, no matter how logical they seem. Make lists of all the little inspirations you get, and make sure when the time comes to follow them that you do, that you're breaking it down into just little bits every day as you can, and it will build up. That's how I wrote novels. That's how I do paintings. Rome wasn't built in a day. Yeah, let go and release. Everything's okay. Bye.